Hey you guys, I'm back. My name is Lala Rosa. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for pressing the play button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to press and give me a thumbs up, and also leave your thoughts and comments below. So I got a couple of messages on my DM, Snapchat, as well as my email, asking me for a couple of requests of tutorials to do for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with one of them, and one of them is going to be the eyebrows. To me, I think the eyebrows is very challenging for most, and I can honestly say when I first started doing eyebrows, it was very hard. That's something that you're going to naturally, you're just gonna have to practice doing. I don't know how to stress this, but you have to practice every single day in order for you to get the brows that you want to perfect, because everyone has different shaped eyebrows, different hairs, just different eyebrows, shapes especially. So it's up to you if you want to keep practicing, but I can tell you this much: it took me a long time to get the eyebrow situation down pat. So I'm going to go step by step with you guys right now and showing you how to actually do your eyebrows. So let's get started. All right, so some of the things that I will be using is one of these bad boys. These are great to actually groom the eyebrows with. I will leave a couple of links down below and to let you guys know where you can get some of these items. Just so you know, I purposely bent my brush like this, so don't go shopping looking for a brush like this, saying that, oh, well, she had it on YouTube. No, girl, I did that myself. So I just want to let you guys know that I did this, so I feel like it would be a lot easier for me to groom my brows the way I want to. Got it? Okay. And then I have this angle brush from MAC Cosmetics that I've had for such a long time. It is a 263 brush, slanted angle natural hair brush. Then I also have the Strut eyebrow pencil. It's a tiny retractable pencil. I kind of bounce back between Strut and Spiked because of my hair color. I tend to change my hair color a lot. This is Spiked right here. For those who don't know, this is when I have my hair when it's black, dark brown, whatever the case is. But when it's like a little bit lighter like this, like a little bit reddish, auburn type, I use Strut. So for those whose hairs, black or brown, I would use either Spiked or Stud. Stud is a little bit darker than Spiked. So you can either use Spiked or Stud. And right now in my case, I'm going to use this Strut. All right. And then I also created a palette just for myself. You can actually create one of these bad boys yourself as well. You can buy just the empty palette alone for $5, and then the eyeshadows to insert it in for $6. So these colors here, this is espresso. I used to use handwritten. They don't even make that anymore. MAC doesn't make that anymore, so I stuck with espresso. All right, so let's get started. Enough talking. I showed you the tools that you possibly may need. So let's get started, and I will leave all that information down below. So the first thing I'm going to do is groom my brows. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to move this camera around. All right, cool. Right. You're going to groom your brows. And what you're going to do is follow the natural shape of your brows, right? And with that, you're going to grab your eyebrow pencil. And this is where I take it and lightly map it out, following the shape of my brows. And then what I do is slightly fill them in, just a little bit. Got that? So all you're doing is mapping your brows out. You're not fully filling them in with the pencil. I mean, to each his own. I just don't like to fill them in too much. Now, if you look at my brows, please don't judge me. My brows need to be done. I just haven't had the chance. So now I'm going to dip my angle brush, the 263 brush from MAC Cosmetics, into Espresso, the eyeshadow that I showed you earlier, which is in this palette that I customized my own. And you're going to take it and you're going to follow the line that you mapped out. And you're going to flick in between the missing hairs. So any opening of missing hairs that you have, just flick your brush in between. But when you're holding your brush, you're holding it. Okay, so the tip is actually facing you downwards in front of you, and you're flicking it. Does that make sense? That's how you're holding a brush. You're not holding it any other way. So you're gonna flick it, flick it, flick it. See? And at the very beginning, I like to add just a little bit, not too much. And then that's it. So try to do the other brows, and it's not really that hard. All you're doing is flicking in between whatever hairs that's missing. That's all you're doing. You're not doing anything else but flicking in between missing hairs. So if you're missing certain hairs in certain areas of your brows, then that's where you'll actually use the powder to flick it and fill them in. See? So try it. So you're gonna do the other side lightly. Create that map. You're gonna map it out, and now we're gonna do the flicking part. So you're gonna dip your brush, your angle brush, in espresso. You're gonna follow the natural lining of how you, at the beginning of how you mapped out using the brow pencil. Mind you, I'm not putting so much pressure, you guys. Do not put pressure. Treat the brush like it's a feather. And then you're just going to flick in between missing hairs. Flick, flick, flick. And if you plan on doing your brows as full as mine, just flick very little at a time. Do not sit there and draw them in. Just lightly flick them. There, see? And I'm gonna step back, look at them, and say, okay, do I need to add a little bit more on either one of the sides? Maybe right here. And then what I'm going to do is take my brush, groom them upwards. So what this is going to do is just remove just a little bit off, so it looks a little bit more natural looking. So I can actually look at it and see, am I missing any areas on my brows? Let's see here. Right there, perfect. Right. All right, now this is the most exciting part right here. So you guys hold on tight, because this is gonna be a bumpy ride. So this is what I do. I take my 208 brush from MAC Cosmetics, and I grab my concealer. And the concealer I'll be using, which is suitable for my skin tone, is NC45. And I'm using it out of a palette, concealer palette. Take very little of that. And what I'm going to do is go right directly underneath the brow. I wonder if you guys could see this. I'm gonna move the camera up a little bit, put it down a little bit lower so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Take it, following your natural brow arch. See? And what this is doing is not only covering the baby hairs, but also giving the brows definition. I'm telling you, I haven't done my brows in months now, and it's bad. I just haven't had the chance to do it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Lightly slide your brush. There. What I do is bring my concealer down a little bit. See? There. And then what I'm going to do is just grab a synthetic brush, any type of synthetic brush. And I'm going to take whatever foundation, my usual color foundation, and I'm going to go over right above my brows like so, and then take it. Basically what it's doing is cleaning it up. See? Not that hard, you guys. And then you're going to take it and do the same on the other side. You're going to start from the beginning, right above it. Do not touch the hairs. Right above it. See there? Brows are completely done. And then after that, you can do your eyeshadows, or you can leave it like this. Put your brow gel. This is a really good brow gel. This one's called Quite Brunette. And what I do is add a little bit, and what it's going to do is add a little bit of color and then keep the hairs down in place. It's almost like putting hair gel on your hair and or on the side of your baby hairs to keep it from, you know, curling up or flaring out. So this is a good product. I absolutely love it. It's a prolonged wear waterproof brow gel. And there's many different colors, not just this. And there's also clear. And yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I hope I answered your question. And I hope this was helpful. Like I said, eyebrows is not something you can learn overnight. It's just going to take some time. You have to practice. Practice makes perfect, and you guys know that. So, I mean, I stand by that all the way. And yeah, you just have to just find what works for you. And it took me forever. If you saw old pictures of the way my brows look, you're probably like, what the hell? But now it's like, you know, every day I'm trying to perfect my craft. But yeah, just keep practicing, and I'll leave all of the stuff that I've used down below, all the links and all that stuff, so that way it's easier for you guys to find. And thank you for watching. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day, and stay hydrated because it's hot as hell outside. Hot as hell. Really, like it's really hot as hell. So once again, it's the last of my brows. I hope you guys learned a lot today, and keep sending me questions and requests on certain tutorials. I'm here. I'll be doing this very often. Bye, you guys. Have a great day. I'm Lala Rosa, and I'm signing off. Deuces.